I'm on a mission to revolutionize the travel industry and make it a more accessible, accepting, accommodating place for all. Provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests. Ensure beds with strong support and a higher weight capacity. Make elevators and hallways spacious to allow for easy movement of larger individuals and those utilizing mobility devices. Offer adjustable handheld shower heads and raised toilet seats for added accessibility. Offer larger beach and pool seating. Provide size-inclusive bathrobes. Display clear and accurate information on these amenities on hotel websites.
So what is going on here? Well, this is an episode of Greg Gutfeld, well, a segment from an episode of Greg Gutfeld where this fat influencer insists that we make hotels bigger. Not the whole hotel, just the hallways. The question I have to ask is, how fat are you that you can't fit down a hotel hallway? I mean, really, this is like, that's big. That is really, really big. But let's take a look at the full segment and we'll have a better understanding of what's actually going on here.
Meal replacement shakes.
A fat activist's latest fight? America's hallways are too tight. Yeah, plus-size influencer named Jaylene Cheney says hotels need to make their hallways bigger to accommodate obese people. It's one of many recommendations she posted to improve accessibility. Watch.
I'm on a mission to revolutionize the travel industry and make it a more accessible, accepting, accommodating place for all. Provide sturdy, wider chairs without armrests. Ensure
Sturdy, wider chairs without armrests. So that you can, spill out over the sides. Is that what that's all about? Maybe, I'm just tossing this out there. Maybe you could lose weight. Just a thought. I don't know. Let's see what else she has to say.
Ensure beds with strong support and a higher weight capacity. Make elevators and hallways spacious.
Elevators and hallways spacious. What kind of hallways and elevators are you traveling into? I have no problem fitting on hallways, fitting in elevators. The building I work in is very old. It's very, very old. I think it was built in the 1940s. So it's like 80 years old. So the elevators aren't especially large. And we can fit more than one person in them. A regular sized person. So if it's too small for you to fit into an elevator, how fat are you? It's just enormous.
To allow for easy movement of larger individuals and those utilizing mobility devices. Offer adjustable handheld shower heads and raised toilet seats for added accessibility.
Yeah, adjustable handheld shower heads are not expensive at all. Those are very inexpensive. One thing I know about most hotels is they're trying to save as much money as possible. They don't care about you. If you want to get that sort of adjustable handheld shower head thing, you're probably going to have to go to a very fancy hotel. And then the higher toilet seats, how does that help you? Oh, that's right. It's harder for you to lift your weight up higher. I can't stand high toilet seats. I feel like I'm a little kid dangling my feet off of a stool. I want give me even lower toilet seats than we have now. If we can do that, that'd be great. Little tiny low toilet seats. Because I'm short. I don't want to be sitting on these high toilet seats. So that's a you problem. And you know what I say? Because, like I said, I'm short, so I don't want to be on a high handicap type toilet seat. I don't like it. It's too high. You know what I do? I don't say anything about it because that's my issue. That's not your issue. So if you want to have that, okay, you get the handicap suite at the hotel. Problem solved. Because most people don't want to be on a higher toilet seat. It's actually harder to go when your legs are not bent up higher. So anyway, we'll see what else this has to say here.
Offer larger beach and pool seating.
Larger beach and pool seating. What's that all about?
Provide size-inclusive bathrobes. Display clear and accurate information on these amenities on hotel websites.
I like all of that, and I'm not fat.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could maybe offer one suite that is special accommodation or two. I don't run a hotel. I'm not in that business. You might have handicap accessible suites, and you offer that. The hotel, again, has to spend money on extra printing for this stuff. Put up an extra web page. It's going to cost more money. Maybe not much because it's just an extra web page, but they still got to get the web designer in there and get them to put this stuff up on the website for you.
But it appears that while it's offensive to expect her to change her lifestyle, it's imperative that all of us change ours. Well, has it worked? So far, the only venue willing to accommodate her is SeaWorld.
I figured it would be more like a petting zoo, but all right, SeaWorld, I guess if you want to go with that one. The thing is yeah, I don't expect the world to change for me. I come onto the internet and I complain and I say, hey, look, these are the problems that I'm seeing. You might want to try changing some things. Do I expect the world to change for me? I hope that the world changes for the better, but I don't expect it to change for me. especially when it's a personal issue that I happen to have. I don't expect women all over the world to suddenly go, you know what, I'm fine with you being a shorter man. It's okay. It's all right. No, I understand women want tall men. Do I like it? No. But I'm not going to expect them to change to accommodate me and my desires. So,
Kat, you have a weight problem. We've been talking about it.
I knew you were going to go to me first. I'm definitely the person the overweight community wants to hear from the most.
I think the overweight community would be disgusted by this. I think, and I think
totally.
I speak for them. A few times a year, I'm overweight. She would find it offensive if people told her to lose weight, but she's perfectly fine to have an entire society change for her.
Well, she's like, we matter just as everybody else. It's like, okay, but you seem to not understand that.
Yeah.
You seem to think you're the most important because the way
very good point. These people think that they deserve special treatment. It's like, no, the world doesn't revolve around you. Well, if you get big enough, it will. If you get like to be large enough, the world will revolve around you. Kind of how it works.
favorite, right, was when she said, just widen the hallways.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Hallways are attached to ceilings and floors.
Right.
So you can't widen them, at least without causing a mass casualty event.
Yeah, true.
Well, you know, you could widen them. I mean, I'm no structural engineer, but we could build the structure strong enough to handle a wider hallway and to accommodate for the massive amount of weight that's going to be placed upon these hallway floors by the never-ending stream of obese patrons to these hotels. The thing is, if you widen the hallways, hey, you either have to widen the building or make the rooms smaller. You know, I wonder if this woman is talking about making the doorways wider. The doorways wider, because I can see her not fitting through a doorway into a hotel room, especially if she has bags and stuff. But the hallways wider. All right.
It's true. You actually have to widen the building.
She's like, I'm asking you to make some simple accommodations. Like, please demolish the building and rebuild it.
She thinks to enlarge a building is as easy as like just eating and enlarging yourself.
There's plenty of things I would like, you know, like all clothing to have sleeves. Because my arms are very like, is she okay looking? And
Kat's arms are hot. I like skinny arms on a girl. She's got really skinny arms. She's actually a really attractive woman, in my opinion.
sometimes I still like the outfit and I just go for it. And then the arms are out there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to demand all clothes has sleeves just because my arms are disgusting.
This is a great point. What's your name again?
Joe.
So I'm basically agoraphobic. I have a fear of open spaces, and I'm a person of small stature. Shouldn't I demand smaller rooms and narrower hallways to make me feel better, Joe?
Yeah, you should. Let's see who wins. A rumble of the sizes.
No, Greg, because that would be entitled, and it made me think that maybe at one point in the past, she was thin and beautiful to have developed such an entitled personality like that. But I also wrote some other one-liners, which I think you'll enjoy.
Gather round.
Greg, I'm guessing Comfort Suites isn't just her favorite hotel. Surprisingly, she didn't mention increasing the size of the fitness center.
Very good point. Yeah, it's like increase the size of the fitness center, decrease the portion size, and this problem goes away. No, those are not two ideas that we can entertain.
David, where do you stand on this? I mean, this is not about obese people. This is about somebody who feels entitled that society should change for her.
Look, when I talk about hotels, item number one.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Can we get it past 7:30 in the morning?
I cannot empathize with this man enough at this point. I am a second shifter. I've worked second shift almost my entire adult life. And when I go on vacation and when I travel, it's like, yeah, breakfast. You got to be here no later than 8. I'm like, are you kidding me? Seriously? And then I'm jet lagged too. It's like, okay, great. So this is like getting up at 5:30 in the morning for me. Thank you.
You know?
She didn't even mention that.
Yeah. It's like you're on vacation, you're having the time of your life, and it's like, oh, you got to get up. You got to be down here between 5 and 7.
Yeah.
If you want a box of Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
I mean, what about my rights? I am out all night. I need to wake up at the crack of noon and go get a Continental.
Yeah.
What we got to do is find these criminals, have them figure out how we can steal hotel rooms.
I know how to do that. You just cross the border.
Yeah.
You just cross the border.
Yeah, there you go. There's your answer.
Wow, they had it. Everything's all worked out.
So there's a solution to all these problems. There you go.
She's criticizing all these industries. What do you think is next on her list? I mean, this could apply to every building on Earth.
Well, this chick better never go to Europe because they don't even give skinny people a full shower door there.
Yeah.
Or 2 towels, or air conditioning, or water. So just don't go there. But honestly,
It's been a long time since I've been to Europe, but as I recall, the accommodations were very, very limited.
honestly, half the country is overweight, obese. So maybe it's a good business model to start building these spaces. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe there's a market for it.
Of course, the fat girl says that, hey, yeah, let's go ahead and make everything bigger for the fat people.
The obesity numbers are very interesting because sometimes
They're
I think,
very large. Too.
Yeah, but they're also they're deceptive. Like when you look at BMIs, it's like everybody's obese compared to the BMI. What's that called? Body mass index.
Body mass index.
Don't
yeah,
look at that.
Yeah.
Just go to the county fair.
Yeah.
I count as obese because of how heavy my muscles are.
And then just get off into the weeds after that point there. So, yeah, I know you can complain about these things. I have no problem with you saying, hey, why don't we make things different? But you have to understand that these things cost money. They cost resources. It's not like we can just snap our fingers and everything is wonderful. I think that's one of the problems with people believing that communism or even extreme socialism is a viable option for how we structure civilization. I think they just think that we're in a post-scarcity environment, and we're not yet. In the United States, it's easy to look around and go, hey, we got everything we need. What the hell? Why can't we just have a more equal, egalitarian civilization? Just snap our fingers and do it. But we're just not there yet. So anyway, thank you for watching. I do appreciate everybody, especially if you made it this far into the video. Now, here is your palate cleanser. Enjoy.
There's 3 of you. One of you get him. He's cleaning himself. The little baby is cleaning himself. And are you kidding me?